Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Pitfighter here. Today we're going back to No Man's Sky, and I wanted to check out the new update and build my first Corvette. So we're going to go in and check out the build that I put together. I spent a lot of time on a planet collecting parts before I came up here because I didn't want to just purchase the basic parts. I wanted to build something cool. What I have left over is what you see here. I've even given some parts to a good friend of mine, so you can collect quite a bit of these parts and build your Corvette for free. This is what I did. So we're going to go in here and I'm going to show you the build that I've been working on. And I think at this point I'm pretty much finished with it, with a couple of things that I need to build the technology inside it. It's complete in terms of the way it looks. I just have to get the mods that I put in there finalized. I really enjoyed the original Transformers movie that came out. I got to see it in the movie theater, and there's a scene where the Marines are fighting in the desert and this Transformer Decepticon comes busting out of the sand, and he looks like this giant scorpion robot. And I wanted to kind of emulate something similar to that character, and I think I got pretty close. I was going to go for a scorpion tail, but decided not to. I like the actual fin on the back. So let's hop in here and I'll show you what these thrusters look like as we take off. And the lighting on this paint job looks really nice. I love the color choice, and with the different lighting bouncing off of the ship, it just looks great. And with the back windows, you can actually see through the side of the ship while it's flying, which is a really cool feature. So let's hop out and I'll show you guys what the interior is and how it functions and stuff, and then we'll go over the mods. So this is the upstairs. We're going to go downstairs to the very beginning. When you first walk in, you'll see I have the mission terminal here. This way, if you're playing with friends and such, everybody can just get on the ship, get right to the missions. If you're on the bottom floor, you got a nice lookout there. On the right side, we went for pure functionality. I wanted 3 big storage units just so I can throw everything in there. On the left side of the bottom section, we've got 1 storage unit for food and things that I can cook with and craft with, and on the right I can grow some stuff, and on the left we can cook some stuff. On the top, I noticed that if I had something that you had to be able to interact with right behind that seat right here, it caused a little issue. So I'm going to go for more like the cosmetic beds on both sides, I think. But in the back, we've got the windows that you can look out, and you can see right through the ship when you're outside looking in, and it's just got some really, really cool views right there. But in the back is our refinery, and then I'm going to put all of the stuff that we can cook up and, work on in this chest here. So we'll be able to, move all these metals right over to the refinery. So basically, it's kind of a base, but it can't do as much as a regular base can do. Now, when it comes to the mods, the Corvette does use regular ship mods, but it also counts the parts that you built it with as mods. So you can see there, those reactors buff my engine, my pulse engine. So do the motors that I put on it. So all of the parts are technically mods in themselves. So when you're putting your parts on, make sure you arrange them so they're getting the proper bonuses. As you can see, I'm showing you the bonuses that each one of the parts buffs each part of the actual ship. When you build your ship, I would say just make sure you have at least 1 empty space in your mod section so you can just juggle them around and put them, so they're all getting their proper bonuses there. You can see the way I built this. It's got decent shielding, so it can hold its own if it gets attacked. It's not very strong. I really only buffed 2 weapons, but I wanted a decent hyperdrive to be able to explore with it a bit. And yeah, I went with more of like the storage, the hyperdrive, the shield. So it's a sturdy ship, but it's also able to, hold up in a fight. And I think it looks really aesthetically pleasing. So I'm really happy with my first Corvette build. I do have enough parts to probably build an entire other ship. I may modify this one, but I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. Let's check out what the weapons look like when they're firing from inside the cockpit, as well as in third-person point of view. I'd like to see them from both angles. Yeah, I think it looks pretty amazing. The positioning of the weapons on the outside, I don't think really affects where the graphic of the weapons comes from. But either way, it looks amazing firing. I can't wait to get into some combat with her and see how she performs. Yeah, I gotta say, after taking a long break from No Man's Sky, coming back and being able to build a ship from parts that I found on a planet is amazing. Not only that, but being able to have a friend join my game, get on my ship, and we can travel together on the same ship, that is one of the coolest features I think they could have possibly put in the game. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm glad I'm coming back to No Man's Sky. I'd like to get into all the things that I haven't done yet. If you guys enjoyed this video, me showcasing the Corvette, then definitely like, thumbs up, and let me know in the comments if you would like to see me do some of the other content in No Man's Sky. There's a bunch of stuff that I haven't done yet, so if you would like me to record my adventures while doing it, and then I can post up some videos, and I'm sure it's probably older content to some people that have been playing the game, but for me, I'm coming back from a really, really long break, so I'm really looking forward to seeing just like what this game has to offer now. So once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video, and definitely hit thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, you know, do all the YouTube-y things, but I appreciate you guys checking me out. This is Pitt. I'm out.